Everyone, Crimson here. Today we're going to talk about roles and what they do. Um, I'm hoping this is going to be a shorter video. I don't really have too much footage to show except for two clips of my own gameplay with my team. Um, but before we get into the actual clips here, let's discuss the roles. And I'm going to clarify there are more roles in this, and these are how the roles as I kind of interpret them, right? Everyone has different interpretations of different roles, especially refrag. Refrag is definitely a commonly um, discussed role as being what's it called, interpretive to the person, where as frag and anchor are pretty self-explanatory and pretty commonly understood by mostly everybody. So let's get into the video here. Fragger. What is a fragger? Fragger is someone that's going to be doing a lot of DPS on your team, right? You can identify this as some being maybe a controller player because they're going to be getting consistent beams, consistent one clips. This can be defined as someone who is just very aggressive and can be making the plays or making the introductory frags into a situation, right? And by introductory frags, I mean there's a situation where two teams are looking at each other 3v3, and they need a way to get into the fight, right? Let's say there's like two identical buildings, right? Let's say there's two buildings here, both teams are looking to get in, right? The fragger's gonna be the one to look at angles on the building to start off the fight, right? Like that's like a simple way in a vacuum of how to describe a fragger, right? In this situation, you're going to have anchor, which is going to be right here, put A for anchor, in the building, or locking down a space, an area of space that is controlled by your team, right? Refrag is going to be someone that floats between the two, mostly assisting the fragger, right? So if the fragger goes in, gets some entry damage, right? They're going to be hurt. They're going to be at like, let's say 50% HP. We're going to mark this by like 100. Let's say they have 100 HP, they take 50 HP, right? Let's put a minus sign there. Apologize for my Discord stuff in the background. All right. The refrag is the guy that's going to come in and assist, right? Finish off that kill. All right. Sorry, I have this little mirror type of thing. I probably should just do one. But the refrag's going to go in and get damage on the target that they've gotten low, right? Anchor can also do the same thing. Anchor can either still lock down the area, or here, sorry, I'm going to turn my Discord notifications to paused. I apologize for that. Anchor can also assist with refrag and capitalizing on that damage, right? So basically what we've talked about is fragger is going to look for an opportunity. Refrag is going to go in and help, right? Refrag is going to go in and help and finish the kill, or just capitalize on the pressure or space given, right? Anchor can float between the two, anchoring that space or also helping refrag, right? And while the anchor and refrag are going in to finish the kill that the fragger got, the fragger is going to be healing, right? Fragger's going to heal, the other two go in. By the time the fragger finishes healing, he can also go in while one of these two can heal too, right? So it's kind of this leapfrog effect, if you can kind of see it, right? It's like we have one person goes in, they follow up, and then on the second phase of this, right, they follow back in, and then these two heal, right? So we have a 1, go in, 2, follow up, 3, heal, and then 4. I kind of messed that up. I apologize. But you guys kind of get the flow, right? Go in, Fragger goes in, these two follow up, Fragger should be finished healing and then going in again, and then these two will be healing and then going in again too. So, cool. Now that we've discussed that, let's discuss what characters go in Fragger, Refrag, and Anchor, right? To be fair, to be honest, in my personal opinion, fraggers can be anyone, right? If you're just playing a defensive character like Wattson and you're the consistent person that's looking for angles, you're a fragger, right? Especially, it depends on your level of play. If you're playing in bronze and no one knows how to shoot their gun, you can play frag Wattson because no one is gonna punish you for it, right? In higher level play, it's a little different, right? It really is a free style of what you want to do with these roles, but seriously, there are players that play anchor characters that play aggressive, right? You can play aggressive frag as Seer, right? Seer has the tools to figure out where they are and make angles off of the scans, right? Same thing with Blood. Blood can be both because he can scan for your team or use that scans aggressively and go in. But most commonly, let's talk about the most common meta stuff right now. Fraggers usually are Valk players, Horizon players, and whatever other movement character we can capitalize. Let's say like let me get rid of this square. Valk, Horizon, Wraith, sorry, Octane, Like just any movement character can be a fragger, right? Generally speaking. Refrag, same thing. There is basically a secondary fragger, so they're basically the same characters apply for that. Anchor, in this common meta, what are good anchor characters? Gibby, Seer, Watson. I don't really play Maggie, so I can't really categorize this, but I've been told by coaches that Mad Maggie is a good anchor or refrag, right? It should be both. So, I mean, like I said, I'm not going to comment on that because I don't play Maggie very much, but I've been told by other coaches from top tier teams that yeah, Maggie generally can be an anchor, refrag, mostly anchor for her kit, right? You anchor a space, you can use your drill to help get in, you throw your ball for other people, disruption, you know. She has tools to be all three. So with that out of the way, we can talk about Bangalore can be either, right? She can be anchor, frag, right? The one thing that I do want to talk about before I move topics here is what kind of puts these characters towards one role more than the other, right? How I see it is a fragger needs abilities that help complement getting entry damage into a fight, right? Valkyrie can use her passive, her jets, to find different angles on a building or just in general. Horizon can displace herself above someone's cover and screw them over. Wraith has invincibility button. Octane he move quick. Bangalore creates smoke, can disrupt teams. She's not a consistent fragger in my opinion, and that's a topic for another day. But like smokes don't really enable you to consistently, and I want to keyword the word consistently, get entry on buildings, right? Because you're also obscuring your own sight and just causing disruption on a situation, and to me that's not consistent, right? That's why she's more seen as an anchor, as an alternative to Gibby. Her smokes will prevent you from getting consistent damage on somebody, thus preventing them from hurting you, which is kind of like Gibby. Gibby has a bubble that will prevent damage. Seer is really an anchor because he can scan where enemies are and command your team to where they go, and you can look for third parties, right? So if you're in an area of space, let's say there's a building, I'm gonna make another weird crap building. Your teammates are right here, and then Seer will stay there. Teammates will go in. Seer can now scan everywhere while they're fighting, right? So you give him a G7, right? The newly announced Vex team, which is Mative, Tyler, FPS, and Unlucky, are playing mostly this comp, Seer, Horizon, Valk. That's what he does. He gets G7, shoots them from afar, assisting while he scans for everybody, right? Once they finish the fight, he can cover them to prevent third parties, which is really good, right? And he has two controller players. They consistently set up good situations where two controller players just one clip everybody, and then he can provide support, right? And the benefit of doing it this way is if in this building, if you need to go outside in Seer's line of sight, Seer can cover them, right? So they leave that building, Seer's automatically available to assist that fight. So cool. I'm not going to go through the whole roster. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is just to discuss these concepts here. So without further ado, let's get into this video here.
We're trying to get to the truck.
So this is in a tournament for $2,000. This is qualifier round 1 for phase 1.
It's Sierra Valk Watson.
We're playing Edge, and we're like, hey, this team's in the ape zone. We're going to kill them. We've identified that most teams are going to circle. We have a minute to fight. And again, this is not a macro video, so I can go through the full macro, but we've decided that this team is going to die. We're acting upon that wish to kill them. So look how the situation starts. Horizon, Valk, looking for angles. I'm anchoring our outside. And if you want to look at the map, what is our safe area? We've cleared our back, so this is the spot we're anchoring, right? Everything past this point has the ability to be shot by other teams looking to rotate. Right, I'm going to talk over it while I do this right here. Look, both Valk got the entry damage. He's weak, so I'm going to be covering for him or following up on people around me. Horizon just got weak on my team. So, Valk calls for bat. I'm now watching. I wanted to bat too, but it's better for me to watch as I have more health on my team. And you see my canceling my bat because if they give us a second to reset, then it helps us, right? Like I'm starting a bat because if they somehow don't pressure all three of us, I can get a free bat off. But I'm ready to cancel that at any time. I tell him to heal because he should, but he goes in and kills him, right? Displaces himself and he kills one. I get a free bat off now. Now it's my turn to help my team, right? At this point, one of us should be able to heal, but we want to finish this fight fast, so we just go in and finish the fight. Easy, clean, very similar to that guideline that I just spoke about. And again, this is a guideline, the one that I just spoke about. This is not like the end-all, be-all, every fight must follow this cookie cutter of a situation, right? Next situation, We know this area is in the ape zone. We want this. We've identified this rock as very powerful. We want this rock. Team is on the rock. Scary. Rock scary. Rock scary. Rock have people. Do we want to take rock? Maybe not. Maybe let's take some more around rock.
Just spam
See, we see fighting. We scared. We're aggressive team.
You might be able to kill height. You see height here? You see height?
Oh, height, not so scary. We kill. We ape. Sorry, I was doing that because it's funny because it's like talking. So good call by my code IGL there. He's making good calls. I listen to it. We go.
Found another over here.
Popping Seer ult to clear our space here. Not the best Seer ult in the biz, but you can see I got nobody in there. We have a lot of space.
Watch these guys.
Gen down. Take space, taking space.
39.
I'm ulti.
Right. By us taking the fight here, we are taking space, right? If you're playing Apex, you are controlling an area of the map, and you want to make sure that the teams know it's your area. So the teams are giving us the area. I make a call to take space.
All three in it.
Okay. I'm anchoring our spot here, just covering angles because I'm not the initiator, right? I am the one to hold our space, scan, and figure out what's going on, and to cancel the heal, right?
I'm on.
Valk gets destroyed, but gets angles as well to damage. I'm getting.
I'm not on anymore. I have to
But I'm backing up.
I fall up on the entry damage,
I need a back. I need a back.
40.
Both of you guys.
and then Horizon's gonna get. And look, Horizon's now healed, or sorry, Valk is now healed. I'm healing. They're going in on the follow-up damage. We down one, and then I just call to ape this.
Dead.
Fried.
Last one. Dead.
Nice. So, bam. As you can see, to a T, pretty much what I just described happened. So, I'm not going to go over the whole game. It's on YouTube if you want to see the whole thing. But in general, that's how fights should go. In reality, they don't always go like that. But if you have a fight that you can set up like that, please do it, right? You can see that by these fights setting up in that manner, we are able to disrupt the enemy team and get our flow started, right? If you notice that the teams that we're fighting, because we initiated on them, they never had the ability to do what we did, right? And it goes back to controlling a center space, right? The theme of all of these situations is we have a safe spot to go back to, and we can fall back to heal while recovering each other, right? If you have no space to heal or be safe in, you can't follow this procedure, right? And if you go back to my last video, I just put up a video, should be uploading soon, of a rank game I just played. Same thing. We had 12 teams that we killed. We all followed that same guide of healing and covering each other. So, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. I appreciate you guys for listening to these videos. Learning is key, and I hope you all luck in the next rank season on New Moon. Hope to have some new videos on New Moon with some cool tips for y'all.